going on, Taurus? I hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be a reading for May 30th to June 5th, 2022. So in this reading, Taurus, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy, some things you do not see coming, and also get some advice from your angels and spirit guides regarding May 30th to June 5th, 2022. So before we begin, Taurus, I would like to let you know, as always, that you are super welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading. I really do appreciate you in advance for taking the time to check this reading out. And if you feel that it resonates with you, definitely smash that like button, subscribe if you have not already for future updates. That'd be greatly appreciated over here, Taurus. So let's just go ahead and jump into this reading and see what it is that would like to come through for you, Taurus. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for Taurus. Okay. Okay, here, Taurus. So there is a situation here. Let me show you a few of these cards first. You have the High Priestess here as your opportunity, Taurus. This is about accepting mystery, really tapping into that divine feminine within yourself here. The High Priestess is all about intuitive knowledge. So I feel like trusting your intuition rather than what your eyes are telling you from May 30th to June 5th, 2022 is essential for you. I do feel this theme of turning your attention away from the outside world and really cultivating your inner state, knowing that this reality is a form of reflection. It always reflects your inner state to a certain degree. So it's almost like if you're not happy with the way things are going on the outside, you have to go to the template level reality, the law of attraction, whatever you want to call it, to then get a new reflection. If you fight and you toil with the external world and you try to force and shift, I think there's an end to that for you, Taurus. There's also a vision. You know, the High Priestess, you could be having visions that you want to go towards. For some of you, I'm sensing very strongly that you're feeling a sense of aloneness in the world. Even if you're surrounded by a bunch of people, you're like, how do we get on the same page here? And especially, Taurus, if you're single and you haven't really attracted your soul family, I am getting a feeling of loneliness. There's not really a lot of people who are understanding you. And I feel like the visions that are going to come to you for the 30th to the 5th are like, how do I create this reality where, if you want a monogamous relationship, my king or my queen is here. There is that theme for you. Your challenge here is the Six of Pentacles here. So there could be in your challenge, not really an even giving and receiving. Like, I do feel like there's problems in your physical world. This could be a lack of a temporary financial difficulties. This could be that you feel that your partner, if you currently have a partner, is not really giving. Not really giving you your... there's someone in your reality who has not or is not giving you the proper respect. I'll just put it that way. They're not really recognizing your greatness. And so that's why you're like, these people are not even understanding me. For some of you, Taurus, it's not going to be for all of you, but you have recently gone through a breakup. And basically what is coming to an end is just settling for less, and you're really going to, with the High Priestess energy, call in your divine counterpart, calling in your soul family. I really sense that. Like, your theme is like, wow, I am done with the people around me for a lot of you. And if you're already in a family, I sense that it's not that you're done with them. It's just that you're like, how do we work this through? So it's different for some of you, different Tauruses. But let me show you the overall general energy. Super interesting. I'm getting a lot of things from it. You have the King of Swords. You have the World. You also have the Emperor in your overall general energy. So what I do sense, especially for you single Tauruses out there here, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, there's a theme of masculinity that is coming to an end and is being replaced by the Emperor. What I sense is a lack of wholeness, a lack of completeness. You know, the King of Swords, it goes right into that World card. So it's very possible that some of you are, if you're a female, you are going to call in a man who is the combination of all the kings and not just the King of Swords. You could have been dealing with someone who's a little bit cold, who's a little bit harsh, who is like a little bit in their head, and you're like, I need someone like the Emperor is the King of Wands, King of Cups, all the kings combined. So I think there's the King of Swords goes bye-bye and the Emperor is here. Now, if you are a male Taurus, you have a family, or you're single, there's this feeling that I need to let go of this King of Swords energy, and I need to become the Emperor. I need to maybe become more like the King of Cups. I need to become more like the King of Pentacles, King of Wands. Thank you. So yeah, there's a lot going on here we're going to have to clarify. In terms of, the reason why I'm saying is you're calling in your divine counterpart. I do feel the advice from Spirit is that you have not been treated the right way. Especially for those of you single Tauruses, or you're kind of in a relationship that's fading out, or you just got out of a connection, there is advice from Spirit that you deserve better. The Emperor and the Empress are in this reading. I'm going to show you. But for what you don't see coming here, Taurus, you have the Four of Wands, the Page of Swords. You also have the Empress here. So I think this is getting more information about how can I not feel lonely in this world. You see the Page of Swords looking right at this card, which is all about family reunions, weddings. I'm getting soul family. You also have the Empress, and if you look at the way this reading is laid out, she's right underneath the Emperor, and the King of Swords is right above the Four of Wands. So I'm getting a feeling, Taurus, very strongly, that a lot of you thought that you found your soul family, and of course you did. I wanted to make something very clear from a metaphysical perspective. Everyone that comes into your life is a form of soulmate, but there are more significant ones. There are ones that are more of a compatible fit for you. And what I sense going on here very strongly, Taurus, is that you thought someone that you were messing with, someone, especially for the single Tauruses, someone that you just got out of a breakup, Tauruses, you thought that this person was, oh, I'm going to create this family, I'll just settle for this person. But basically what you're going to demand now, because of maybe the way that they treated you, once again, they're not respecting you, there's something about shady behavior that Spirit is like basically giving you the okay to go for new. Now, for some of you Tauruses that are like lodged in a family, you already have a family, you already have a husband and wife, I'm not getting that. I'm getting if you were in a situationship, if it wasn't marriage. There is, the Page of Swords is the centerpiece to your reading. So there is this theme. Do not be afraid from the 30th to the 5th to turn your attention away from the external world and start to visualize your ideal reality, to call in your soul family, because you do have pre-birth agreements. You just have to be open to them. And it's almost like this frequency of like you're on the beach and you're like going up to God and you're like, or the universe, and you're like, is the law of attraction real? You know, I had this moment where like, I remember I dropped out of college because I was like, I mean, I have this feeling the law of attraction is real. I have the feeling I can create my own reality. I have the feeling I can choose my own salary with my thoughts. Let's see if it's real or a bunch of load of shit. And what this reality proved to me is that it is beyond real, Taurus. So I'm getting the feeling that some of you need to turn your attention away from the physical world. If it's not working out, change the template level reality. And if you are having doubts, we'll prove that it exists to yourself. I'm not here to do that for you, but I'm just at least giving you what Spirit is coming through for some of you, not all of you. In the advice from your Spirit guides, the reason I'm kind of saying this, you have the Five of Swords, you have the Nine of Swords, you also have the Five of Wands here, Taurus, and the advice from Spirit. So, I mean, this is, you know, there is an element to this. There is an element to this that you're a little bit angry. And at this moment in your life, it's okay to use anger to propel yourself forward. or to do something different. You know, like they say, like Albert Einstein said, like the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So like what I sense here is that especially if someone treated you wrongly, this was actually meant to happen for you to manifest something better, to also increase your connection to spirit. You know, the high priestess, especially if you're a woman Taurus out there, the high priestess, in my opinion, is even above the empress, because she does not need a man. She does not need anything to connect to spirit. She is the oracle. And basically, you are going to attract your divine counterpart here, or you're going to improve the relationship. If you're already in that divine counterpart relationship, then you got to drop the King of Swords thing. I'm telling you, you need to move into the Cups, Pentacles energy there, because the Emperor, the Empress are the wholeness. Some of you may have been cheated on, by the way, and I'm not saying the people who are married. I'm saying the people who are in a situationship that you got disrespected. I mean, 9 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands. I mean, that's conflicty. Like, Spirit is letting you know that this person was not for you. And it could be subtle. Like it doesn't mean that you were cheated on. It doesn't mean you were abused. It could have been a backhanded comment, you know, that you're like, hey, you know, I'm really, I'm feeling a little bit lonely, and I know that I have this big vision for myself. And they're like, oh, Taurus, you dope. What do you mean? Like, I have a better option over there. And it's something that like made your heart turn. So I'm going to shut the hell up and start clarifying. But there's this feeling of like, you're done. You're just donezo, basically, you know. So, and the world and your overall general energy, yeah, and creating the new. But it has to do with love, but I'm going to be honest, like, I don't know if this person shows up for you overnight. I'm going to be honest. Like, it's like a long-term thing. Like, you're getting out of something that, to be honest with you, and this is not, like, you're basically, like, yeah. So it's a reset button, you know. It's not a tower moment, because you're all right, but it's an internal tower moment where you're just like, no. And the Fool, you know, being willing to go in a different direction. So let's just clarify a few of these cards, because I feel like the whole thing already came through. No, I should be more humble than that. High Priestess in your opportunity. Why is it here? Why is the High Priestess here? Why is this your opportunity, Taurus? You know, there could have been a under the surface disrespect, you know, for some of you. If it's not like overt, like trust your intuition for the 30th to the 5th. Trust your intuition. Why is the High Priestess here? Yeah. I mean, the High Priestess is clarified by the Emperor here. Whether you're a man or you're a woman, it's going to be different. If you're a man, Taurus, you're going to be moving away from the King of Swords, like, just way of being, and you're going to be moving into the Emperor, which has all of these qualities here, who isn't afraid to walk away from someone who's disrespecting. Sometimes the King of Swords can be like, nope, we're staying in this abusive relationship. If you're a woman, Taurus, you're done with the King of Swords, and you're calling in your Emperor, someone who does not just, you know, is not just like, I'm just getting like you were dealing with someone who was like great, but they weren't the whole package deal, basically. And so that comes to an end, and it's like, I think the pre-birth agreement becomes active now. Like a new soul contract becomes active. There's someone out there, you may know who this person is, you may not, for some of you, that it's almost like I'm getting a really special feeling in my body right now. But first, you're going to have to let go of someone for a lot of you. And it's like you're in a situationship, or if it, you know, I'm trying to balance the married people and the single people. But do you understand how many plates are spinning in my head right now? Not in my head, but they're, you know. So let's also clarify why the Four of Wands is here in your what you don't see coming. And the Page of Swords is looking at it. So why is the Four of Wands here? Yeah, King of Coins, King of Pentacles. I I feel like it's a two-way street. Like I feel like for some of you there could be someone who isn't really treating you right. For some of you they could be stuck in the King of Swords archetype, or for some of you they could be stuck in the King of Pentacles archetype. Kind of a similar archetype to a certain degree, considering that the King of Pentacles is not always generous, not always. So like I feel like for some of you here, Taurus, like if you're a man especially, you know, there's this creation of this dream reality. But I'm telling you, you're going to have to turn your attention away from the physical world, and you're going to have to create this in the template level reality. If you think what I said is just crazy, well, I mean, you have your own belief system that allows you to create your reality. You have your own permission slips. I'm not here to argue against you, but I will say that I feel bad for you because why do you think people were killed for knowledge for so long? The alchemist, the seal of alchemy means thoughts create reality. They weren't allowed to say that, though. It's very powerful knowledge. And basically, I feel like you're using this powerful knowledge, but I'm going off the rails. King of Coins, Four of Wands, Page of Swords. Like, for a lot of you ladies out there, I feel like you're looking for someone who's more generous with compliments, more generous with their love, more generous with wealth. I feel like you were dealing with someone who maybe there was a lack of abundance, because remember, Six of Pentacles in your challenge. I just feel like you're not settling for less anymore. No. So just be aware of this, Taurus. You know, with that being said, I really feel like I've said what I needed to say. If you want more information, you're going to have to book a personal reading with me, Taurus. Feel free to do that. You can click the link in the description box underneath this video. Always a pleasure to work one-on-one with you guys. But either way, I really do appreciate you checking these readings out, Taurus. Always so fun to pull the energy for you. And I think, you know, this is a big turning point for you. So the World, King of Swords, Emperor, just be ready for this intense energy from the 30th to the 5th and enjoy it, Taurus.